Okay, so this problem is a degrees, minutes, seconds problem. I'll work it out on paper first, show you the steps, and then I'll show you how you can do it on a calculator. Your calculator may look different, but most scientific calculators have some degrees, minutes, seconds functionality built into them. So for this one, the thing that makes this one tricky is that it's negative out front. So anytime it's a negative degree, minutes, and seconds, I just go back at the end and make the whole thing negative. So just remember that here. So this is really, we need to convert it first to a decimal before we convert it to radians. You can't really go from degrees, minutes, and seconds straight to radians. So to turn this into a decimal, we've got 58 degrees, and we need to add to that 40 minutes. So just like there are 60 minutes in an hour, there are 60 minutes in a degree, and we are getting 40 of those 60 minutes. So that is, we've got 58 total degrees, and then we've got 40 out of 60 parts of a degree, just kind of like if it was fractions for time. And then same idea here with the seconds. We've got 54 seconds, so we would need to add 54 out of, and it's not 60 because there's 60 minutes in, or sorry, there's 60 seconds in a minute, and then there are 60 minutes in an hour. So we would need to do 60 times 60, which would be 3,600. So let me get my calculator out really quickly. This would be 58 plus 40 over 60 plus 54 over 3,600. And when I did that, I got 58.6816 repeating. So let's go with 7. And again, this is negative. So this is negative 58.6817 degrees. Now it's going to be like the problems you were working before and after this. I need to convert this degree measure into radians. So I would multiply by pi radians over 180 degrees. And so the degrees would cancel, and I would do that number, negative 58.6817 times pi equals, and then divided by 180 equals, and I got negative 1.024 radians. Let me check that answer just to make sure. It won't let me check. But those are the correct steps there if you had to do it by hand. And let me get a calculator here and I'll show you how you can do it that way. Okay, this is my first time using a video here. You see I tried it earlier and it obviously didn't record it correctly. So let's put in again here. I've got a TI-84. If I did negative 58 degrees, I put in negative 58. To get the degree symbol on a TI-84, we click second and then angle here. If I click that, I see here's a degree symbol and the minute symbol are both in that menu. So I've got negative 58 degrees. Then I've got 40 minutes. So click second angle to get back to the minutes. But you might have noticed there was no second symbol there. So I put in 54, and if I want the seconds symbol, it's actually in green right here above the plus sign. So to get to that symbol, I need to click alpha plus. Now I've got negative 58 degrees, 40 minutes, 54 seconds. I click enter. That gives me the degree measure as a decimal. So it's negative 58.681, and then 6 repeating is the angle measure in degrees. And then the question wanted me to convert this to radians. So to convert to radians, I need to multiply by pi. So multiply by pi, there it is. And then divide by 180. And that would give me the radian measure. You may not have a TI-84. You may have some other calculator. You may have to look and see if you can find the degree, minutes, and second symbols. If you're not able to find it on there, if you'll let me know what kind of calculator it is, I will try to find a version of that to show you where to click.